Hi, this is Todd Zarwell, and I'm just going to show you my iPhone and iPad extension that is used for looking at things in Eyedock using a picture. So if I click this icon and my camera will open up. Well, first of all, it says, do you want to enter text? So you can just free type some text, or you can take a photo. Taking photos is cooler, so I'm going to say take photo. And I'm just going to point this at my EMR screen. So there's a refraction. I'm just going to try to get mostly just the refraction and oh, it usually focuses a little bit quicker. There we go. So just going to try to get that refraction. Try not to capture too much other stuff, but I got my refraction and not the greatest picture as far as quality, but I'll say use photo and it will try to capture all the numbers. And I think it did a pretty good job there. So I'm going to hit done and it's going to send this to Eyedock, and Eyedock will try to interpret what those numbers were and find a refraction. And it doesn't always work, but it got it this time. And if you're a non-pro user, you can at least look at this, look at the vertex refraction. You can click the info button and get, other items that might be helpful, like plus sil, converting to plus sil. Probably more helpful if you work in plus sil and you want to convert to minus sil, but it'll show you both. It'll show you the spherical equivalent, and you can use that for contact lenses. And if I close this and then hit this Find Soft Lenses button, it will do a search using your refraction to find soft lenses. And as you can see, we have a toric refraction here and a spherical one in the left eye. You can filter this and say, I only want 2 week lenses, or I only want daily lenses, and so on. If I leave this, the other thing we could do, besides taking a picture of our screen, we can also take a picture of a piece of paper. So I'll hit this again, and it'll ask text or photo. I'll say photo. I have a refraction printed off on my desk here. Just gonna try to grab the text there, and I'll say use photo. It will interpret the text, and I'll say done. And it got it right that time too. Yes, it got it. So it also found the ad power this time. The last one had an ad, but it didn't find it. So with an ad, it's going to find multifocal lenses. So if I hit find soft lenses again, now it's finding multifocals. And this is a toric refraction, so it's finding all the um, uh, multifocal toric lenses that are appropriate. And you can see that it makes a suggestion based on the brand of lens. So the ultra multifocals have high ads, the bioaffinity torics have +2 ad with the D lens in the right eye, N lens in the left eye. You can change eye dominance and things like that in the edit button up here. Lastly, you can also take text in your current photos. So if I go to my photos, I just a little while ago took a picture of a post-it note. So if I go to here and if I long press on this photo, the iPhone has pretty good text recognition in photos now. So if I select that, this pop-up comes up and you can go to the right and there's a share extension. So if I hit share, and I'll say do an Eyedock search, which is part of this shortcut that I'm talking about today. It'll do a search based on that. And it didn't find anything, which I'm happy that's the first time that's happened. And I'm not surprised that it happened with this handwritten post-it note. And if we hit edit, we can kind of look at see what went wrong. So first of all, there's no decimal point right here. It has a hard time picking up decimal points, or when it does, it thinks that they're minus signs. So here it's a minus sign. It should have been a decimal point. Down here it was a colon, and it should have been a decimal point. And here it was a minus sign. So yeah, it has a hard time with those little nuances. Sometimes you have to edit it. I still think this is better than having to kind of retype all this stuff into Eyedock after you just typed it into your EMR. So even though this was a bit more of a pain, I don't think it's as bad typing stuff over and over again, and that's the whole goal of this. So if I hit search, and I'll say find soft contacts, and it's finding. Okay, yeah, let's filter this and say I want disposable lenses. So now these are my disposable lens options. And, from here, this is Eyedock, so you can kind of go and say, you know, I'm interested in the Oasis lens, and there's the base curve, the diameter, and if you say, I want to know more about this lens, well, then you click on the link and you go to the full listing for that lens. Look at the powers it comes in. Your refraction will be sent to this page, so you can kind of look at all this stuff at once. And um, and that's about all I have to say about that. So not perfect. It has limitations, mostly due to the fact that you're relying on text recognition, character recognition. That's kind of native to the iPhone, so I have no control over that. And the fact that sometimes you take a picture and you just capture all kinds of numbers, maybe an address, maybe the VAs, the PDs, prism numbers throw it off. So there's a lot that can go wrong here. But for the most part, I think it's working well enough that I can publish this.